Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're doing well. Today, another message or transmission from the Mella Collective, who is my galactic soul group. And I received their beautiful transmissions as a form of bundle of information or telepathy or connection to my heart. And this is not channeling, it is not clairaudience. They simply inspire, in my own words, a message for you today that can be of use to you, hopefully. The message that we're receiving today, or that they felt like sharing, has to do with gratitude. We have shared in previous Mela transmissions, about the importance of gratitude, but I do believe that we never insist upon it enough. And personally, in my personal experience, I've noticed recently that gratitude is an absolutely essential tool for not only our happiness, for obviously manifesting in our lives what we want, but simply it is also a stance and a posture. We are encouraged right now in our world that is transmuting and changing and raising in frequency, that we see a lot of chaos and a lot of low vibes and low frequency energies that are there to divide us, to discourage us, to bring us down, to make us feel like victims. And this victim word is important because this is exactly the opposite of being in gratitude is all about. We're invited to step off and step away from the stance of the victim. And I'm the first one who needs to hear that message today. I've had my own, I have my own personal issues and own personal challenges in life that in which it's easy, like all of you, and it's easy for all of us to suddenly feel like, oh, I'm a victim of this or that, or these people, or that person, or that situation. However, when we are in that victim stance and position, what we do is that we're not in sovereignty. We hand our power to others, to situations. Being in gratitude is the ultimate act of sovereignty because you take responsibility for your choices, for your actions, for the situations in your life. And you remember that it is through this gratitude that you're able to manifest things in your life. Therefore, you can change your life circumstances. You can change your financial situation. You can change, the relationships we have with certain people or certain groups. Everything can be transmuted. And then you become completely sovereign and you become completely independent and free. And you're not that victim anymore. That is crucial. But how to be in gratitude? There's hundreds of ways in which you can be in gratitude. You can create little opportunities during your day to stay in gratitude. For example, I use little reminders on my table, on my kitchen countertop, next to my bed, next to my computer, in the mirror of my washroom, a little symbol. It can be anything for you, whatever, which one you choose. And this symbol is there to remind me to formulate ideally 9 times, because as Lena says often, 9 times is a beautiful way to really make things happen, in the reality of things. So you just formulate a phrase that expresses gratitude for anything, whatever it is in your life. And because this is reminded to you all the time through all these little reminders everywhere, it becomes a habit in your life. And then you build on that habit. And the more grateful you are, the more you receive. The more you receive, the more grateful you are. Do you see the beautiful loop that you create in your life? What I'm saying is not new. Everybody knows that gratitude is crucial. But it's not just about hearing something like, oh, I should be in more gratitude. It's more like, how do I install it physically, tangibly in my everyday reality every moment? That's what we need to work on. This is what I'm trying to work on a daily basis. I'm not saying I'm succeeding all the time. There's moments when I feel discouragement and tiredness, or I'm in a stance of victim. Then I move on, transmute it, and go back to the gratitude, because it is absolutely the most crucial tool for our sovereignty and for manifesting a positive reality for ourselves and for our planet and for our people. Have a lovely day. Take care.